Here at PRI with Pete Bicknell and Bob Slack. I just want to talk a little bit. You guys made some news this week with your the acquisition of CSC Racing Products, and can you just kind of talk about how that came about?
I'll let Bob take care of that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a quick deal. Just got a text message from a friend of mine that they were having a sale, and I decided to go up and look and see what they had because I couldn't believe that they were just going to close the business. And I can remember being a little kid looking through the magazines and stuff and seeing all these ads for the roll cage kits and thinking, oh, someday I'm going to build a race car. So it always stuck in my mind. And I was talking to my wife and I said, maybe you should go up there and buy that business. And so he was at the meetings in Hoosier and I texted him. I said, I think I got an idea. And so I drove up there and looked around and got there at 3 o'clock, and at 7 o'clock I left and we owned it all. So
wow.
Yeah, we bought the whole building, not the building, but the entire contents of the building. So
okay, and their lines. So like the way Jennifer termed it was like the front and the back. So like what was there? Their bell lines and
and we're gonna split all the safety equipment up will be through Pete's store up front.
Okay.
And then we'll do all the manufacturing through our manufacturing business at the back that Pete and Randy and I are partners in. So
okay, and then there's a little bit new for you guys in terms of like CSC did work with road racing. And so that's a bit of new for you guys.
Yeah, we hope that can open up some doors for sure. The biggest thing is going to be trying to learn how everything goes right now because we're starting from scratch on that. But it's really just tube bending, and he had a lot of great notes, a lot of great measurements of all the different cars that have ever come through the doors there.
Yeah.
And like I said, we bought everything. We've got the computer system with all the measurements, all the drawings, and we've got all their equipment to, basically just plug and play. So we're going to start moving on Monday. Soon we'll be home from here on Sunday morning sometime, and we're going to go up Monday and start moving stuff. So pretty excited about it. I mean, I think it's a great opportunity.
Oh, very nice. And then Pete, so you were in the business, you knew the De Winters for a long time and dealt with them. And when I spoke with her the other day, she was saying about how, you see you in the airport and have a beer or something.
Oh, yeah.
It was very friendly. So this is kind of nice.
And we've dealt back and forth for years. Jen and Ralph have been good friends and customers, and we've been customers there. And they've been customers of ours. So it's been a great relationship in all these years, And unfortunately, we couldn't get a hold of Jen. It was kind of funny. We didn't know what was going on. Nancy tried to call her several times. Couldn't get in touch with her.
Yeah.
And finally, Bob got her number, her house number actually, from Larry, from the front showroom in Pete's Automotive. So I think it's going to work out great because there's a lot of new lines there that we can handle. We do sell some safety equipment, but now having that helmet line is going to really help because now we're going to be a major distributor that way. Yeah. They got some other safety equipment like the Hans, a little bit more direct than we have been. Yeah. We sell the odd one, but now we're going to have the full line of them. We'll have more inventory. Okay. And same with the helmets. We haven't pushed the helmets like that along the line yet because we always had trouble getting them, or we never had enough inventory of them. Okay. So now we'll keep a good inventory of them, and hopefully we can supply the other dealers. Okay. We've got a great dealer network. We've got a great racer network. Okay. So I think we should be able to really help. That'll help us along our line and get into the other different types of racing.
Okay, and I know it's all very new, but you're going to have, I guess, some branding a little bit, or just kind of keep CSC going a little bit?
Yeah,
like
we're going to keep the CSC name, for that kind of thing. Everything will be probably sold through Bicknell Racing Products or Pete's Automotive, using our name for the sales end, but for the contact end and everything. And we're going to keep their phone numbers, their contacts.
Their
website.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So we'll still have the CSC out on display, so everybody's still going to be able to call that number, and we'll answer at CSC Racing Products. Okay. And carry on that way.
So I know what that means to her, to Jen, especially,
exactly.
To see that.
Yeah, we want to carry it on, and it's like Bob said, that name's been there forever. Even when I started racing, and that was one of my first contacts actually. Yeah. With her father when he had the company. So I dealt with him back then.
Okay.
We got along very well with that. So it's just been a carry-on all through these years.
And I hear part of it is that you guys are going to be coming to our show, Motorama, mid-March. So
yeah, that's something we missed for the last few years. We did it quite a few years back. Yeah. And just through time, one thing or another, we kind of backed out of it. But we'll have to get back into it, so we'll be there. That should be good. We'll represent CSC there. We'll represent Bicknell Racing Products, and we'll represent Pete's Automotive and Hoosier Racing.
Right. Well, that's very exciting for us. Thank you so much.
So that should be great.
And it sounds like Jen volunteered. She might even help out if you're obviously with the fittings and the helmets and things. She's an expert. So
exactly. So that should be nice. Yeah, that'll help all of us.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
And then if I'll just turn to you now in terms of the other bit of business with the track in Merrittville.
Yeah.
So you did another championship this year.
Yeah. 24 there. Yeah.
Okay.
48 total.
Okay. And so you're racing next year?
Yeah, plan on doing the same thing. Friday night at Rantsville, Saturday at Merrittville.
Okay. And how are you feeling? Like, I
Good,
know your back's been
good.
an issue in the past. But,
My back hurts a little bit. Standing around like this even hurts at work.
Okay.
But all in all, it's pretty good. Getting a race car and I'm great. Get the adrenaline flowing, and actually it's therapy, because the next day I usually feel really well after a race.
Okay. It loosens it up, the bouncing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess when you guys stepped up to pretty much save the track, I remember it was like around the time of your induction to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it was.
Right then.
Yep.
And so you and your family and then Erica, you guys ran it.
Yeah, with the Williamsons. So
And with that,
yeah.
and you're passing the torch. You found a buyer. I know it's been for sale kind of casually for a while.
Yeah, it has. And then we just hit some issues at the end of the year that we finally said, that's it. We're either closing it or we've got to get a buyer.
Yeah.
So that put the pressure on people. So we had a couple offers that actually fell to the wayside. And now Don Speece, he always wanted it. He was in the background. And finally, when the last deal fell through, I give Don a call, and yeah, he jumped right on it, and he's going to do a good job. We're working close with him, trying to get everything organized. We got a drivers meeting on December the 18th, so we're going to have a meet and greet and sell some passes. They've got that all figured out.
Okay.
They'll have a schedule pretty well roughed in. I think most of the schedule they figured out. Erica's going to be working with them, and Jim Urban's going to stay. So Jim's
nice.
been there since over 30 years. He's part of the furniture. So,
Yes.
So he stays with it. And the sale always takes Jim. It doesn't matter who's going to purchase.
Joe, Jim comes with the deal.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Well, he's a
That's
great
it.
guy, and
He
for the
works
transition and continuity, that's great that he's there.
So Erica's going to stay
Yeah.
with them till 1st of January, helping. So they're working together right now, very close.
Okay.
Getting everything organized.
And even you, I guess, a little bit in like terms of track prep, like you're willing to help out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to probably end up taking care of the go-kart track to start with and teach them.
Okay.
And same with some of the big track. Howard Schramm, which is always taking care of the big track, he's staying on. He's part of the furniture also.
Okay.
And the track is prep is just above everybody else, I think.
Okay.
It's probably one of the best.
So what a great situation. You guys get to kind of move on.
Yeah.
Help out a little bit, but see it in good hands and continue.
Well, that's the good thing, yeah. And I think Erica's going to stay on helping with the go-kart program. She loves the kids and she loves the go-kart program. So she's going to probably run that for them on Tuesday nights.
Okay.
And then I'm going to help prep the track for him on Tuesdays until he learns at that point.
Okay.
So we'll be there in the background helping whatever he needs.
Okay.
And Donnie's working hard at it. He's a good hard worker. So I'm looking forward to getting things. He's got some improvements figured out. He's going to be working on it. A little bit slower. He doesn't have, the backing that we have.
Yeah.
But he's really looking forward to doing things. He's got some good programs for the drivers, which we're going to help, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, on behalf of everyone, thanks for all you did there and keeping it going and all that you do for racing.
Yeah, thank you. That's what we're doing for. This is our life.
Good man. Okay, congratulations. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks.